thanks for tuning in. Got a non-Spectrum pickup today off eBay. It was buy it now listing on eBay. I don't usually go for them, prefer auctions, but this seemed quite a bargain actually. I'm a big fan of Microsoft's original Xbox, well all their Xboxes actually, and this one was on eBay for $49.99 together with a controller, the wires and a bunch of games, and it was the thing that sold it for me. Obviously £50 isn't exactly a bargain, and I had to go and pick it up as well. But it's in lovely condition, and I emailed the seller and he said he tested all the games very kindly and they all worked, and obviously the Xbox itself works very well. So I've already got a couple of Xboxes, but one of them, the disk drive doesn't work at all, and the other one it's a bit dodgy, so I thought it was good to have a spare one because the Xbox is really one of my favourite games consoles. Absolute lump it is, of course. Huge bloody thing, the Xbox. And I'll put it down very gently down there. As I say, I also got a controller as well. I think this was the latter controller that Microsoft brought out. Obviously a lot smaller than the massive behemoth that came with the Xbox originally. So yeah, got that, and there's just the wires left over in the box. Now of course the main thing was the games as well. And I got an absolute pile of games, as you can see here, over 20 games. I reckon I've got probably half a dozen of them already, and there's a lot of games I haven't heard of and I'm quite interested to have a go on. So yeah, as I say, I discovered the Xbox retrospectively. It's one of my favourite consoles. I didn't have one at the time. I was a PC gamer when it came out, so I didn't discover it until afterwards, and I've kind of been sold since. This is Mercenaries: Playground of Destruction, which is by one of my favourite developers, Pandemic. They did the original Star Wars Battlefront, of course, which is probably what I was playing around the time when the Xbox came out. I believe this is like an open world type shooting game, so it looks quite fun, so I'll certainly give that one a go. Kingdom Under Fire Heroes, which I assume is some sort of strategy RPG game, which is kind of my bag really, so looking forward to playing that one there. Some quite nice graphics. A lot of Xbox games still hold up really well, I think. Which is why they're still quite fun to play. Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King, presumably based on the film of the same name. Again, looks quite nice. I assume that's some sort of hack and slash type game, which I quite look forward to. I quite like that sort of genre, and we'll see a few more examples in a minute. Brute Force, which is an Xbox exclusive according to the little sign up here. Dangerous Alone, Deadly Together, so I assume it's some sort of multiplayer game. Obviously this was not quite the dawn of online multiplayer. The Dreamcast had done it a few years earlier, or a couple of years earlier, but it was certainly the first major era where online multiplayer was a big thing. Now I've heard a lot about this game, 13. It's a very stylish first-person shooter, so I'm quite intrigued about this. It would be quite nice to find out who's behind it and maybe write a little bit about this game, because I believe it's a bit of a missed classic on the Xbox, and I think it came out on the PS2 and the PC as well. Now I've heard a little about this game, Spartan Total Warrior. I understand it's quite a decent RPG type game, so I look forward to playing that. I assume you play some sort of soldier in ancient Greek times. Unreal Championship 2, the Liandry Conflict. Now, I was a big fan of the original Unreal Championship, which is in this pile as well. So I'm intrigued to find out what this is like, but I presume it's mainly a multiplayer game, like the Unreal games have become at this point. Lots of Splinter Cell games. Already got this one, Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. State of Emergency. Now this looks like some sort of violent gang-themed game. It's by Rockstar, so that would make sense. And it's rated 18 as well, so quite interested to have a little play on that one, State of Emergency. This one I have played before, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Really excellent reimagining of the Star Wars universe by the BioWare core, of course, were coming off the back of the Baldur's Gate games. So really love this game and its sequel, superb games. Although they can be a bit clunky to play these days because all the aiming is done and by the Xbox, so you don't actually aim yourself, so you just select your target and off it goes. So yeah, it might be a bit clunky to a modern audience, but I remember playing that a lot a few years ago. Deus Ex, Invisible War. So there's a lot of Xbox exclusives in this pile. Never played this one. Played the original Deus Ex on the PC, I think, but never this one. I don't know if it's an adaptation of that or whether it's a new game. One I've not heard of. Well, I've obviously heard of Dynasty Warriors series, but not this third iteration, and it looks quite good. from the screenshots as well. So 2-player cooperative. Jade Empire. Now I've got this game already, but not this limited edition, so I'm not sure what this limited edition brings to the party. Doesn't look like there's a lot extra in the package, but we shall see. All these games in excellent condition. Well worth 50 quid this parcel in the end. Samurai Warriors. Again, not heard of this game. I assume it's some sort of slash 'em up set in ancient Japanese times. Right, Dark Alliance 2, and I think Dark Alliance 1 is here, or the original Dark Alliance, yeah. So these were, I played both these games back in the day, and I've got them already, but these, it's difficult to say. Baldur's Gate was a huge success, obviously a very in-depth, or relatively in-depth RPG, lots of story behind it. When they decided to put it onto consoles, originally there was a PlayStation game which was almost completed, if not completed, but then kind of disappeared when Titus took over Interplay. It was cancelled, and then they had another stab at bringing it to the consoles, obviously on the Xbox and the PS2. Now these are greatly simplified versions. Really, they're like bare bones RPGs. You just wander around, killing things, occasionally leveling up, and buying and selling stuff, and that's basically the game. There's a kind of a story to it, but it's not great. There's no in-depth. There's no like real nuances to it, but they're good fun, these games, to be honest, and they're easy to get into, and you can play different characters. You can play them a little bit differently. I don't know why you'd want to, because the game's basically the same. And the Snowblind engine, they were the developers of this, as you can see there, was really quite a beautiful. They produced quite a lot of beautiful effects, especially the spells and stuff. So I've got a lot of fond memories of the Dark Alliance games, even though they're not the finest RPGs. Now, of course, no Xbox bundle will be complete without the original Splinter Cell. And one I haven't got, Pandora Tomorrow, so a sequel to that. Cover's very similar as well. Not much imagination there. The original Halo, Combat Evolved, a very nice copy. I've already got Halo, but this is a really good condition, so it might replace my existing copy. And Halo 2 as well in this limited collector's edition Steelbook. So I'm not a big fan of collecting them, but I'll keep that anyway because it's quite nice. Kung Fu Chaos. Now I've already got this, and it's another Xbox exclusive, but I have heard it's pretty good, so I really should get round to playing Kung Fu Chaos. It looks a really fun type beat 'em up or brawler. Last 3 games. Enter the Matrix, another ubiquitous game that appears in a lot of Xbox bundles. The original Unreal Championship, but to be honest, I play this on my laptop, so I think I'll probably stick to that. And finally, we've got a first-person shooter called Pariah. The perfect remedy for FPS fever, according to one of these magazines down here. Don't know if that's the official Xbox magazine or one of the others. But anyway, not heard of this game. Quite like my first-person shooters, so I'll be intrigued to see what that's like. So anyway, thanks for watching. That's my nice Xbox Buy It Now bundle that I got off eBay recently. So that's another Xbox into the collection. I'll post another pickup video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.